If you're an amateur astrophotographer, you're probably no stranger to the frustrations that come with trying to capture the perfect shot. In fact, did you know that over 90% of amateur astrophotographers give up within their first year because their equipment just can't cut through the noise, literally? I was one of them, struggling to get decent images with my old setup. However, everything changed when I got my hands on the ZZGXWM 16MP Monochrome TE Cooling Astronomy camera. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. What initially drew me to this camera was the 16-megapixel monochrome sensor. Now, you might be thinking, isn't it all about megapixels? But the truth is, it's not just about the number of megapixels, it's about capturing every photon without the color filter array blocking light. This means that fainter nebulae and tighter star clusters will pop on your screen instead of getting lost in a sea of digital noise. I've had the opportunity to test this camera on various targets, and I can confidently say that it delivers. For instance, I shot the Orion Nebula from my suburban driveway, and I was still able to pull out details that I'd normally only see from a dark site. The level of detail and clarity was truly impressive, and it's a testament to the camera's capabilities. Another feature that really stood out to me was the two-stage TEC cooler. Most astro cameras can only cool down to around 20 degrees Celsius below ambient temperature, but this one can drop to a staggering 40 degrees Celsius. When you're stacking 60-second subs at 3 a.m., that extra cooling makes a huge difference in reducing read noise. I compared it side by side with my old uncooled DSLR, and the difference in histogram smoothness was night and day. Gone were the green gradients that would often ruin the core of M57, instead, I got smooth, even tones that really made my images shine. This level of cooling is a game changer for deep sky imaging, and it's something that sets this camera apart from the competition. One of the things that I appreciate about this camera is its versatility. It plays nice with just about any telescope that accepts a 1.25-inch or 2-inch nosepiece. I've mounted it on an 80mm refractor for wide-field Milky Way mosaics, and I've also swapped it onto a 10-inch Newtonian for lunar close-ups. The only time I had to reach for the Barlow was when I wanted Jupiter at 1 arcsecond per pixel, otherwise, the field of view was spot on for most deep sky targets. This level of flexibility is a major plus, as it allows you to use the camera with a variety of telescopes and setups. The bundled software is also a major highlight of this camera. As a beginner, it can be overwhelming to navigate the world of astrophotography, with all its complex terminology and techniques. But the software that comes with this camera is incredibly user-friendly. One click for dark frame subtraction, another for live stacking, and you're already saving FITS files instead of wrestling with manual histograms. I showed it to my 12-year-old niece after just a 10-minute tutorial, and she was able to capture a usable image of M13. That's the kind of plug-and-play functionality that keeps people in the hobby and makes it accessible to everyone, regardless of their level of experience. I also appreciate the little details, like the anti-reflection coating on the sensor cover glass. Dew builds up fast in my humid backyard, and I've had 0 Newton's rings or halos around bright stars. That AR layer seems minor until you're processing 50 frames and realize none of them need aggressive de-ringing. It's the kind of attention to detail that shows the manufacturer is really thinking about the user experience and wants to make sure that you get the best possible results. Of course, no camera is perfect, and there are a few downsides to consider. For one, the camera body is all metal, which makes it a little heavier than some of the plastic-bodied planetary cameras out there. If you're balancing a lightweight APO on a star tracker, every gram counts, so this might be something to keep in mind. Additionally, the included USB cable is a bit short, at only 1.5 meters, so you'll probably want a budget for a 5-meter active extension if your laptop lives indoors. All things considered, the ZZGXWM is the first astro camera that didn't make me compromise between resolution, cooling, and ease of use. It's a true all-rounder that delivers on its promises and has helped me take my astrophotography to the next level. If you're serious about deep sky imaging and tired of fighting noise, I would definitely recommend giving it a look. I've been using this camera for a while now, and I can confidently say that it's been a game changer for my astrophotography. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, this camera is definitely worth considering. With its impressive features, user-friendly software, and excellent image quality, it's a great choice for anyone looking to take their astrophotography to the next level. You'll find the link below.